working.
As ever.
Hello.
Hello, Kristen. Hello.
We're here.
We're here. We finally got here. Wow. Yes.
Here we are. We've got our Santa hats on. I already nearly took my eye out because this like swung really aggressively at me.
I love that. I just ran and got mine. And Christy said, get a Christmas hat. And this literally was on the shelf as I ran in. I went, that's mine. And I didn't realise it had ears.
I love it.
I know, so now I've got ears. Yes, I hope you're having a lovely, 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 lovely Christmas week. And that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys. It's almost Christmas.
I can't believe it. Can you believe it?
It felt like the first few, but the first months of back to school anyway, I felt like they were like really slow.
Of course you've got kids.
And then
realizing you've got kids.
And then December was like just like so fast. I remember putting up my Christmas tree and thinking, wow, like I'm doing this early because I did it a little bit before Thanksgiving, and thank God I did because I don't know that it would have been done.
Well, that's it. Our tree is up. Then I'm just about to put some baubles on it. Baubles? Did you say baubles in this country?
What?
Baubles.
Like balls?
Ball.
Bar balls?
I call it balls. What do you?
Like B-A. Spell it.
BAUBLES. Balls.
Oh, okay. No, we don't call it that.
No, we don't call it. Well, put me balls.
We call them balls.
Balls. Okay, Christmas
Ornaments,
balls.
yeah.
Okay, I put me Christmas balls on the tree. But that's about what, and I did that 2 days ago. So I'm so behind. I'm so behind. It's crazy.
It's just been moving quickly, and I just feel like I'm catching up. And then I have twin boys, their birthdays in December too. So it's just been all of that trying to make that specially. Yeah, and financially.
Oh,
woo.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a
Hi,
lot.
Sherry. Hello, my love.
Hello,
Lynette's watching us
everybody.
as well. Hello.
Say hello if you're watching. Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on
Hi,
then.
everybody. 10 minutes in. I'm Christy Forsyth. I call myself a soul therapist. I am an intuitive, a life coach, a mental health counselor, and I bring all of that together to provide people with a service that I call soul therapy. So it's basically psychically led life coaching.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I do energy healing and all the things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm David Fielding. David Fielding, psychic medium, and that's what I do. And
and we're here together at the Clarity Center. So you guys might see us if you've come in to see Davey or you've come in to see me.
Yeah.
You're going to see that.
And I get that. People say, "Who is there? Somebody next door?" I go, "Yes, it's not a ghost."
Who's that? Well, you never know. Remember, so was it last week I said, I swore that a woman just came to the door to come in and then left, and Davey was like, Christy, that was a ghost.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. If you are watching, please say hi. Say hi. And I cannot believe that Christmas is how many days away?
I don't even know.
I don't know. 3, 4 days away? 5 days away? It's
Today,
are you prepared? Yeah. I'm not prepared. Hello, Lisa. All right, love. You all right? You all prepared? Have you got everything? Jill, Davey, your Snoopy energy is strong, though. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love Davey's Snoopy.
Davey's more Snoopy. I'm a little bit more Snoop Dogg, you know?
Yeah, I want Snoopy gift. Everyone keeps bringing me bottles of wine. Thank you, though, Jill. I'm not knocking it. But I'd love a Snoopy gift. Last year it was just chocolate.
Just chocolate.
And Diet Coke.
I haven't seen any of this chocolate and wine around the office. Maybe just
really, you don't get wine. I get wine. Maybe that's saying something.
No. I mean that you haven't put any of it out. We haven't shared it here at the office.
No, I'm not sharing it. I'm not sharing my wine.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
What is Susan saying? I'm hoping the secret elves come along and wrap all my gifts.
That would
wouldn't
be
that
the
amazing?
best thing.
Yes.
I was just wrapping gifts before I got here, actually.
Oh, look at you!
Attempting to get things done.
Yeah. Have you gone crazy a bit with your kids this year?
No more than usual. It's just a lot, like with their birthday and with Christmas, right at the same time. I try to make sure that I'm not feeling like I'm taking away from one or the other, if that makes sense. So now I'm like behind trying to wrap for Christmas because I just got done with birthday.
I love that. I was reading somewhere, there was some poll on Facebook or something about how much money people spend on a child at Christmas, and the average is like $1,000. It's nuts.
Yeah,
it's
it is
nuts.
nuts. I mean,
I think that's nuts.
I think that I was just talking about this the other day. I feel like we've moved away a little bit from what's important.
We have.
With the season.
Yeah, I think how many people are going to actually go to church? I mean, I'm doing a church Christmas Eve service, but I'm singing in it. Don't ask. Don't go there. But how many people actually do that, and they do connect to what Christmas is about?
Yeah. So even if you don't go to church, I think that there's value in just like taking some time to connect with the season and the reason for the season.
Absolutely.
And just even if that's not your thing, just some kind of spiritual connection, because I think that it's meant to be a spiritual celebration.
It is. I once had this conversation with a woman that said that her church was outside. It was her backyard. And she went and she sat there and she meditated and she talked to God. And I think that church is wherever you want to make it. But I think we all need that time out because it's so stressful at the moment.
Yep. So part of my spiritual practice, maybe this sounds weird, but I love it, has been going out at night because it's been a little bit milder at night lately, and going for walks to look at Christmas lights. And that can be a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
I feel really connected whenever my feet are like hitting the earth, but just also when I'm going out intentionally to find, lights, but the light too.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And it becomes symbolic for that, but it really is like it lights me up. Lights light me up.
Yeah. I've just got some shout. Emily saying hello. Peter says hello. Hello, my love.
Emily.
JP's there watching listening while he's driving. Look, it's just wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, Jennifer. She says we have a great dynamic together.
Thank you, Deb. Oh, thank you, darling. Love it. We're here to talk about the energy as well. Are you finding, you personally, because you're who I call my energy person, are you finding the energy this year, this Christmas or this holiday season is different to, say, last year's or the year before's, or about the same? Or
I think that it's always different. But I have to acknowledge the fact that this year right now, we have Mercury retrograde. We're like knee deep in it right now.
Right.
And so for those of you who aren't familiar with that is when Mercury is moving backwards. And what that looks like for us here on Earth is we tend to experience issues with technology, just things going wrong, issues with communication, but it also slows down the energy, and I don't like that in combination with Sagittarius season, which we're still in. We're actually going to be moving out of that, but it can feel like you want to do all these things, but you can't, and that's kind of what I'm feeling with the energy. It's like you feel this pull and this want to do things, but you also feel slowed down and tired and maybe cranky. I always say with Mercury retrograde, you want to leave extra time for things to go wrong. Like I always am building in intentionally 15 minutes extra before I have to leave. Like I'll get ready a little bit earlier because I just kind of expect that things might go wrong. And that doesn't always happen.
No.
But it's a tough energy to navigate. And I think that people are feeling it. And I think that it has this way of bringing up our triggers. Right? Mercury retrograde is all about healing and showing us where we need to heal. So I've been saying to people lately, pay attention to where you're being triggered. That's showing you what you need to work on and what you need to heal. But I think that can be tough when you're trying to connect with the Christmas magic. It doesn't feel so magical. And we're in Mercury retrograde right up until January 1st.
So all you guys out there thought it was personal. They thought it was like, it must be something I'm doing. And now you know it's not. It's this bloody retrograde. Jill was saying, I feel that. There you go.
Yeah.
Jill feels it. Yeah, we all bloody. But I think we've all said, what's wrong with me? What's going on?
Yep.
Am I having like a midlife crisis? Am I having a breakdown? Because for me, it's like exhaustion. I'm just exhausted.
Yeah,
I'm like so tired. And I get home and we went to bed, like this is the first me, because you guys know I go to bed about bloody, what is it, like 2 in the morning. When was it? Tuesday, no. Where are we now? Monday night. I went to bed at 8.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, what's wrong with me? There's something wrong with me. Like, check, am I okay? Should I go to hospital? Because I'm in bed at 8 o'clock. Like, what's wrong with me?
But that's Mercury retrograde.
Yes, and I slept right the way through.
We need extra rest. And Monday, like if it was early in the week, at the end of last week, we got hit with a really big solar storm and these major high grade solar. We had an X flare, which is, we haven't had one since 2017. Wow. And so what that's doing is bringing all this light down onto the planet and preparing our bodies to be able to hold more light. But that level of intensity, it's really good for us. It's helping us to hold more light, but it also feels really intense. And I think like it can make us feel tired. It can make us feel anxious. It can make us feel cranky and off. And so we have all of these things.
So in terms of us getting into a higher frequency, that's been going on a lot this year. Mm-hmm. As we go into 2024, is that going to get even more advanced, do you think?
I think so. Yeah. We have, we're moving into Pluto in Aquarius, which is going to create big change, I think, kind of for the collective.
What sort of period would that be? The beginning of the year?
It's toward the end of January, and then we're going to be in that for quite some time.
I feel that.
Yeah. You feel the change, right?
I feel the change coming. I feel, and me and John actually had this big conversation in the car of like, we feel stuff is happening, we feel stuff is coming, we don't know what it is, but it's coming. It's like, this is really, you get that feeling when you just know change is coming, like you don't know what it is.
Feel it too.
It's not scary, it's just wow, you know. But I mean, sometimes it can lead to scary stuff because it's all unknown. Yeah,
I think it's going to bring us to a place where we're taking a look at what needs to change for the collective, for us as a whole, and also for us individually. I think we're going to be taking a look at what's my role here. Like, what did I come here to do, or what did I come here to create or change or impact? And I think that that's going to feel stronger in 2024, which is so cool and so powerful.
Well, just the amount of people that sit in my room and they are feeling spirit, seeing spirit, hearing spirit, and they all say the same thing. You know, I'm suddenly seeing this, I'm suddenly seeing that. That, you know, what is going on, and it's literally because we're getting into a higher frequency.
Yeah, we're being infused with light again and again and again. It's crazy. We have like so many M-class solar flares all the time now, and that was another thing that was pretty unheard of even a few years ago. We weren't getting them at that level. Yeah. So it's wild.
So let's go back to now with this retrograde and how we're feeling, and let's quickly tap into, because we did say we're going to talk a bit about the sad parts of the holiday and Christmas and the grief part of it, of those that are feeling kind of what's the word? Not quite feeling Christmas because the loved ones are not there. That, you know, your parents are not there. Maybe your partner's not there. So I think that's the hardest part for me.
I think so too. I mean, you did a grief event last year.
Yeah, last Christmas.
And what stood out to me is just like how many people showed up to that, right? Because this is a big thing that people struggle with. And this time of year, I think, has that way of showing us what we're missing or who we're missing, you know, because grief can be people. Grief can also be, you know, grieving over something not turning out the way that you wanted it to, or some other kind of loss. So I'm seeing that with people a lot in so many different ways. I know you are.
Loss of, I mean, there's so much loss. And a lot of people, I know that they can't celebrate Christmas because it's a reminder of the person that was there is no longer there. So it's like so painful. I had that though, you know, when my first partner, we split up, I did not celebrate Christmas for 20 years.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Did you not know that? Yeah. So like I'd go into a store and if there was Christmas music, I'd have to walk out. I couldn't have anything Christmassy. It really affected me.
Yeah.
And so now I do
we've got you
celebrate
in Snoopy ears.
Now you got me in Snoopy ears. And so is anyone else going through that? I just wanted to kind of tap into that very quickly. If anyone is feeling that, or
you know what I think, while we let people comment, what I think is important for people to hear is in your readings that you're doing for people, I have to imagine, I know like even when I've connected that there are messages that come through from these cross loved ones about how people are celebrating the holidays or not wanting for them to miss out on celebrating and things like that. What are some of the messages that you see coming through?
It is that of like, I'm okay with you moving on. I'm okay with you kind of, I want you still to enjoy Christmas. I want you still to have the tree up.
Yeah.
I get that a lot when I'm being shown a Christmas tree and I go, oh, they're showing me a Christmas tree. Oh, they loved Christmas. Yeah, is your tree up? No. So it's like, but that is hard, isn't it? Trying to get that tree up.
And to have that reminder there. I think sometimes people look over and they just, they feel that's hard for them or feeling like that person and that they're not there and that can be really hard. But one thing that I think is so important for people to understand and to connect with this idea is that they're never truly gone. I know that they're not here on the physical plane, but certainly your readings, the people that come to see you can attest to this, right? Yeah. There's like beyond question this understanding that people exist beyond this
They're in a different dimension.
So they're not gone, they're just different.
Yeah, they're in a different dimension.
Yeah.
So their frequency is different, Amber saying hello, my darling. It's good to see you. So, they're still around us. But it doesn't solve anything, does it? I get that a lot. Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. And there is that but,
Yep.
And I wished we all had the ability to see them on the other side. I think that's getting stronger. I don't know who that is. Somebody sending me a friend request. Who wants to be friends with me? Who wants to be friends with me? So, yeah, where am I? I lost my trail of thought.
So, do you ever get the sense when you're doing readings that their loved ones are very much present with them? Like, so let's say that they put up the tree, they decide, you know what, I'm going to connect with the magic as best I possibly can. I'm going to do this. Like, do you ever get this, like, that their loved ones are there with them?
They walk with them, they're directing them, a lot of them are guides. But don't forget, you've also got your spirit guides and you've got your angels all around you, and to connect with the higher source, the God, I do a lot via God as you do. And it's having that belief and knowing that belief that they're next to us, they're with us, they don't leave us.
And the thing is, I think if you're open to it, and if you ask for it, if you say, I want to know that you're here with me today. Oh, yeah. I want to know that you're here with me this week. I want to know that you're still connected with me. Will you show me some signs that you're present? And I think that if you put that out there, you will get that. There is so much magic in this world. But what I find is that people will put that out there and they will get that, but then they will just kind of start to doubt that. So I think an important piece of that is in trusting it. You'll have a feeling when something is a sign.
I had a really good one last night with a woman. I can't remember her name. That's where I am with my mind. You guys know that. And I'm sure she wouldn't mind me sharing this story because I don't know her name. So it could be anyone. It could be Joe Blogs, couldn't it?
Right.
But she suddenly on her phone is all these photos of her mum came up. So her mum pressed, suddenly it was her screensaver, but somebody had pressed it like all these times and it was all on her, like her memory, on like her photo reel thing in her phone.
Wow.
Like 30 times.
Wow.
Where someone and it's like they've gone like that on her phone to save it. And she swears her phone was just on the side of the counter in the kitchen. And she didn't hear anything. And she just picked her phone up and then noticed that it was open on the photos or whatever and looked, and it'd been pressed all these times.
Yeah, and weird? So it is, but like also that happens.
That happens.
Right?
That's how they say hello.
And so sometimes like they do extra, which is really cool too. You know, so sometimes it's just above and beyond. I have a friend who passed away a few years ago, and on his birthday, I had just said the night before, I would love for you to be present with me. I woke up the next morning. I was sleeping, and instead of my alarm clock, woke up to the song that I connect with him just playing on my phone.
Wow.
And then all day it was like with the birds and things like that. For me, like it's a yellow bird, which is not like, we don't see that a lot around here. I had 2 yellow birds that day.
Wow, I love that.
Like it just flying into my yard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we went and looked at a house on Sunday, and we arrived, and there was just outside this house on the telephone pole with 4 black crows, just on there, nowhere else. I was looking around, I was like, okay, they're not in front of any other house, just this one. And as I opened the car door, they all flew away. And I was like, okay, that's our house. And I'm like, this is where we're supposed to be. So watch this space if I do get it, because we do want that house. Someone else came in and they said that there's an ornament they put of their mums on the tree, and they keep finding it on the floor.
Yeah.
They keep finding the ornament on the floor, and they're like, is that my mum? And I'm like, yes, absolutely, that's your mother.
Yeah.
Your mother is saying, she's not being nasty, but it's their way of trying to tell us they're here.
Exactly.
They're still with us.
And I think like if you ever get to that place where you're like, I want to ask Davey or Christy or somebody else, like, is that my mom? Is that my friend? Is that my dad? Whatever. It is, right?
It is,
because like that same part of you that questions that is intuitively connecting with the fact that is, is for sure a sign from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think, as we go towards the end of this year, and we reflect on the year, it's been a very interesting year, hasn't it? I can't explain it, but it's energy-wise, it's just been quite overwhelming, I think, for me.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We've done a lot of work this year. We've done a lot of work the past few years, like just deep soul work, and it's been exhausting, I think, for almost everyone.
I think I've let go of a lot of pressure that I put on myself to be doing stuff or to be in a certain place, whatever, and I've sort of said, no, what do you want? Like, what do I want?
Yes.
And I think that's where I am with all of this.
So you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So the 2 words for the year of 2023, freedom and authenticity.
Ooh.
Do you see how, without even being consciously aware of it, you move toward that? And I think that when we, there are these themes to the years, and it gives us a sense, it helps, the energy helps to guide the healing and the journey. And so we are hopefully ending 2023 a little bit more free, or aware of where we want to be more free, and working on it, and more connected, more comfortable with being our authentic selves. Now 2024 is a fun word. It came through a few weeks. It's alchemy. So, doesn't it? It like gives you the shivers, right? It's so powerful. And so when that came through, the angels came through with that for me, and I was like, well, is that my word? And they said yes, but also it's the word for the year, collectively. So what that means is that we're going to be taking all of the work that we've been doing, all of the growth, all of the development, and 2024 is the year that we take that and we alchemize it into something magical, right? So alchemy is like bringing together different things to make something magical.
I love that.
Right? So we turn the struggle into gold this year.
I love that.
I know. Like it.
I do feel that.
Yeah.
I do feel that.
Yeah.
I do feel that change that is going to lead to stuff. It may not feel like it's good stuff that is happening, but we know it happens for a reason. It's meant to happen. We're supposed to go through that. Because that's the only way we move forward.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
And there's so much growth in that. You know, it as much as we're talking about connecting with the Christmas spirit and your Christmas joy, I think that there's growth and there's value in all of it. So even if you're in a place right now where it does feel like a heavier holiday and you don't feel quite like you're going to get there, maybe you don't need to, right? Maybe it is a chance to heal and to work through some things and to sit with it and to feel it. And we don't love that stuff, but maybe it's a chance, because when we can sit with it and we can honor the emotion and everything that we're feeling and just start to take really great care of ourselves for a period of time while we're needing it, I think that we can truly bring ourselves to that place of alchemy.
Yeah.
So
I bloody love that.
It's really beautiful, you know, and maybe we don't need to force ourselves.
No, I think that's where we are. It's like we're saying, you know, it's letting go, isn't it? It's letting go.
Beautiful.
And I want us all to just let go of, because, like, okay, if it's not quite going how you want it to go, you're not quite ready, things aren't quite in place, well, let it go. Yeah. I hate to say it, and people can say right for you. Yeah, I suppose it is right for me. You know, I haven't got like the family, the kids thing. But, you know, it's still that case of like, what is really important? And everyone's gonna survive this. Everyone's gonna get through it if you haven't found the toy, or if you haven't quite cooked the meal, if we haven't quite decided where we're gonna be, or things aren't in place, or the Christmas tree's not up, or whatever you want to do, you're gonna get through it. Because we always do.
We always do, right? Yeah. And can we get through it a little bit more easily if we say, I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. I'm gonna surrender this Christmas.
Absolutely.
So God, this is in your God, this is in your hands.
I just realised that's
dangerous.
The wiggle mine.
Feel how heavy it is.
Yeah, that would.
Like it's abnormally heavy.
Yeah, what is that about?
I don't know.
Mine's not heavy at all. Mine's just stupid. Yeah, heavy is my hat. Hang on, I read your name at first.
Oh no. Brother, not these fake psychics in the...
Oh, I've got this bloody fake psychic. Hang on.
Do I have any today? Let's see.
Oh, you're
They love it. Guys, if in any of our videos, if anyone comments to you saying, I felt pulled to your energy, or Grand Rising, blessed soul.
Is that her? Hang on.
I think so. It said her name was Amber.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Block Amber.
Bye, Amber. Sending you light and hope you find your way.
It just so annoys me, these people that do that.
But don't give them your money. Neither one of us will ever send you a message or even comment to try to sell you something. Like, we don't, we're not that thirsty.
We're not.
We don't need to do that. And no.
We're not. So, well, thank you. I just want to thank you all as well, and we both do really, for sticking with us this year. We've been doing more lives together. I've been doing less lives on my own, so apologies now, because everyone's like, oh gosh, where's David Fielding? But we are doing
Everybody's like,
together.
Who's this girl?
No, they love you. All my people love you. But
I love them.
Thank you for just being with us, supporting me, and believing in me and believing in you, and I'm talking for you now.
But truly,
yes.
I feel so much gratitude and feel so much, like, it was so led that we ended up here together.
Yes.
And it's like, for any of you who have been into the office, I know some people are all around the world that connect with us, but those of you who have been into the office, you can tell, like, we're just having a good time.
We are, and it's
all
nice.
the time.
It is good, and it happens. It just happens. It's not complicated. It's not complicated.
No, it's not complicated.
And there's so much light here. I love it.
And that's like, but when you let yourself go with the flow, I feel like things do come together as they're supposed to, and so we can apply that to Christmas season too.
Yeah,
but we're so and I'm grateful that we get to do these videos together. We just have fun.
We have fun.
Yeah. That was like what I said in 2023, is that I'm gonna say yes to more things that feel like fun. Yes. And really no to the rest, because how do you fit it all in, right? And maybe we should talk about that really quick too. Yeah. You know, just that idea, because I think that's another thing that a lot of people feel during the holiday season is overwhelmed. Like, you're juggling. You are juggling.
Well, like I said, you know, I've got grandkids by marriage, but I haven't got the big family that most of you have, and so that's tough. You know, it's tough. What's it more? Oh, the person's gone.
I see all the I'm so thankfuls.
Amber Ray. I hope that's her that was.
Yeah. I read your name and felt a strong pull to your energy. God bless.
But, you know, it's I don't know, because I say to people, look, can you just take a breather? Can you just sit down? They're like, ain't got time to sit down. What are you on about? I'm trying to do, and it is. I mean, I've got people that are doing 3 jobs that come to me, and I'm like, how are you doing 3 jobs? But there's so much stress and panic about everything, I find. Where and so many people are stressed about money. And I don't know how you can change that mindset straight away. I mean, it can be changed, but it's not an instant mindset of like, let's not worry about that. You know, as much as I sit there and go, well, don't worry about that. They look at me like
they're all like,
army.
okay, I won't worry about it.
Okay, I won't worry about it. Yeah, no, they're not. They're like...
You know, something that's helpful for me with that, though, is I think about just even being a kid myself and Christmas and what that looked like. And how, with that yes, I can remember a few of the, you know, like the gifts, the really special gifts that I got and things like that. But really, it's hard for me to remember the gifts. It's hard for me to remember exactly what I got or how it was wrapped or the timing of things. What I remember is the experience, right? And that's like, if we're going to prioritize our time, I think that's the focus. How do we... phone is scaring
My phone keeps buzzing. Buzz.
But you know, I always say that anything that happens as part of a session or reading, any kind of sound is a sound response, right? So it's like an exclamation point to what has just been said. So I think that's important. Focus on the experience, you know?
Can we just quickly promote, we're doing this event on January the 5th.
I think.
And it's about manifestation. And the reason I'm bringing it up now is I would like as many of you there because you're going to get 3 different opinions and points of view of manifestation. So it's going to be an amazing event. I don't think anyone or anything has ever happened like this before, where you've got 3 different people, and very different people.
And we have very different perspectives. So it's going to be us and Christopher Stilson.
Of manifestation and law of attraction and how it is working for each of us. And I'm curious to know, because what you're going to say, what Christopher's going to say, but I know that my opinion is very different to you too in some ways. And so I really think it'd be worth you going. If you, I'm sure you can find the link and post it.
Yep, I'll put it below. But yeah, we have it all over our Facebooks and Instagrams and all of that too. So,
because really the law of attraction and manifestation does work, but you've got to find the method that works for you. And it's taken me years and years and years to find the methods that work for me. This is not an overnight thing.
No.
So what I'm saying is if you come to this event, you get 3 different versions of many things.
Because you can study the law of attraction for the rest of your life and still not fully understand it. And I think that it's so important. All 3 of us have studied it for years. It's so important to find the things that work for you and connect. So we're going to be throwing out all kinds of different ideas. That's going to be, for those of you who aren't local, it's going to be in Elmira Heights, New York, worth driving out for if you're anywhere close to that. And get your tickets now, because like we manifested a sold out event and we are heading in that direction.
Wow.
We've sold a lot of tickets already. Yeah.
So really, and it's not just going to be about that. We're going to talk about how angels are connected to this, how, you know, how our spirit guides are connected to this, how God is connected to this. And so there's going to be so many different methods and how you can make this work for you. You know, is there stuff you can say that will bring it to you quicker, faster? We're going to be talking about all those things, vision boards, lots and lots of stuff. So I'm really excited about it.
And working through like the heaviness. I want to talk a lot about that because like I've had a lot of ways that I've been very stuck in a lot of different ways, and I've had to really work with this understanding of that I'm a creator, yes, but I'm a co-creator with God, and that there is such a thing as divine timing and divine circumstances and all of these things. So I'm going to be touching on that a little bit with that. Yeah.
And I think this is the kind of thing that I wish was around 5-6 years ago.
Right.
For me.
Yeah.
Because I went to a few things like this, and I've gone to stuff like this. I've paid big money to go to stuff like this. And it hasn't stuck. So my method that I've done is what works for me, what's stuck for me, what is like what I found along the way.
Yeah, and we also are going to be troubleshooting with people. So there's going to be
Yes.
some time at the end to take your questions and to work through some of that stuff, right? So
Yeah.
you might be somebody who is pretty well versed in the law of attraction, but you're stuck and you don't know why. And we can kind of see if we can figure that out together. So you'll have the three of us all together feeling into that and trying to give you that feedback.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Is that Aurora 360? Or is it 360 Aurora?
360 Aurora.
Yeah.
360
I always say it
Aurora.
wrong.
Well, look, thank you for everything this year. We're going to try and go live as soon as we can.
Yeah, we want to continue to make it a more regular thing.
Yeah, but thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely holiday. Have a lovely Christmas. I love you lots, and those coming to see me. I know Lucy had messaged saying she'd come to see me later, so I'm looking forward to seeing some people this week. And if I don't see you, have a lovely Christmas.
Yeah, we love you. Merry Christmas.
Have a lovely Christmas.
Bye.
And bye. All the kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah.